All right, just an early note. I did leave the entire length of the first dream that I had in a separate video. You can go ahead and find that link down there. It's just another cookie if you want to keep digging. And the reason why this is the only one that I described in its entirety, because it's the only dream that really hasn't come into full view. And maybe it never will, because it's pretty fantastic. Maybe this one was just a dream, or maybe the 30th of November was just a dream of the Alaskan earthquake, which I failed to believe because the areas I seen were not Alaska. I seen more like desert, western area. Anyways, check out the dream there if you'd like to. It's a lot longer. I guess 12 minutes. All right, I could offer more detail or explanation for these, but I'm just going to go ahead and go through them in brief. This one here is the second in the series of dreams that I've had. Essentially, someone that I knew familiar to me who was a part of my church. A quiet young man, never said much. He handed me an envelope that was already open and said inside was 3 seals. Oh yeah, before I forget, also on the outside of the main envelope was a United States emblem. I do remember specifically the eagle. Now, whether or not it was some other department of the United States, I'm not quite sure. And I took it from him, and then I boarded a transit, mass transit, like rail car or subway. I don't know what it was, to be honest with you. I can't remember quite clearly. And it was an area like Washington, D.C. or some real congested area, or maybe Seattle. So that was the second one after the November one. And there's the dates there for accuracy. And then after that, there was another dream, which I seen just 2 dates in pure blackness. Just one date and then a floating second date. And I recalled it a day or two before the first date came up, and I managed to text my cousin and tell him. And I told him and actually a couple other people. But that's the only text I have of it. I actually told somebody else. But nonetheless, these dates actually had significance in that both of them were the exact dates of me getting approval for some government documents that I had been waiting on for some time. And I'll show you the documents real quick, and you'll see that dated. And either they're sent or dated to the dates that I literally dreamt. And there's no way I could have known that, because I don't know the filing processes or timelines. There's no science to human behavior. So there's no way I could have predicted any of this. So these are just the dreams. And then finally, probably the most recent one is something I just tried to write off immediately. Essentially, I was on top of this, it appeared to be as a dam, and there was water flowing down it, and then all of a sudden it collapsed, and dirt fell on top of me. And I was able to be pulled out, and I was fine. I got caught in an air pocket. And the very next morning, I texted my significant other, and just really was ready to write it off as just a really weird dream. It's the same day that barge went towards Arkansas Dam. And I said, well, dams don't have dirt, so... And when it hit, it never collapsed, the dam. So I thought, it's not significant. It's just a dream. And, it was kind of a relief. I thought, wow, just a dream. That's great. Vivid dreams are kind of neat. So I wasn't frightened by it. Well, it was like 2 or 3 days later in the same Arkansas, in the same state, I think a levee broke, which the levee actually has dirt. So I think it was Arkansas. I'll put up the information here. And like I said, there's the dates that I texted that morning. I didn't know what was going on with that barge. There's no way I could have known. I'm 7 p.m. to sleep, 4 a.m. to rise. So that's it. That's them all. That's if you've seen the other. Here's the other one is much longer. It's 12 minutes. I just want to kind of summarize these other ones. I could put more detail into it, but I'm just not gonna. But whether it's long, detailed or not, the actual dream contents. This is. The fact of the matter is that what's here and the evidence of them is probably more important for you, the viewer, to inquire about out of curiosities and stuff. Thanks for watching.